Why? Why is the United States declaring essentially a new Cold War against China? You just look at the map of the Pacific and you see American bases everywhere creating choke points for China. China has absolutely no interest in building military bases on the US-Mexican border, in taking, naval power and projecting it to San Diego or Los Angeles or San Francisco. China doesn't want that. China wants to trade. So it's not that China is getting bigger. It is not that China is spying. It is not Taiwan. It is that China has built a digital cloud capital-based superhighway for payments, which is a clear and present danger to the monopoly of the dollar payment system, which is the only reason why the United States is hegemonic.
Hi, this is Marquez from bsvsearch.com. A couple of days ago, I've watched a video. It's a presentation made by Yanis Varoufakis, the former Greek finance minister, who also is an economist. I'll share with you the link of the video of his presentation so that you can watch it also. He's made a few points that's relevant to our discussion today. I'm going to base some of my premise to what he said. There's a reason why the US seems increasingly aggressive towards China. And it isn't about armies, spies, or even politics. Not primarily, at least. It is about something simpler but far more powerful: control over money. And specifically, it is about keeping the US dollar in charge. Allow me to break it down as shortly and plainly as I can. After World War II, America rigged the global economy in its favor. It set the dollar as the currency that everyone uses for global trade. Trading in oil, electronics, cars, you name it. And why? Because if everyone needs your money, you control the game. It's like running the only casino in town. Everyone has to use your chips, and you're the house, so you always win. Henry Kissinger knew this back in the 1970s. He saw clearly that if you control the money, you control the world. But now, China is shaking up the casino. They've built something better: a digital Yuan payment system that's faster, cheaper, smarter than the old, outdated dollar infrastructure. Imagine the US dollar as an old crusty highway full of potholes, while China's built a sleek, modern superhighway right next to it. Countries fed up with America's control and manipulation, like Russia or Saudi Arabia, are already starting to explore China's superhighway. And this terrifies Washington because once countries abandon the dollar highway, America's power weakens dramatically. And this explains why the US government is twisting the arms of allies, like pressuring countries through the CHIPS Act to block China's access to crucial technology, specifically advanced semiconductors, trying desperately to slow the progress of China down. It's like sabotaging the competitor's car in a race, because you know you cannot win fairly. But China isn't the only threat that the American leaders saw. Bitcoin originally scared them just as much. Bitcoin began as something revolutionary, a digital cash system that didn't rely on banks or governments. It offered real freedom from financial control. Bitcoin was deliberately sabotaged. It got turned from useful everyday money into an impractical speculative asset, like taking a powerful practical tool and dulling it down into a flashy but useless ornament. Why? Because if Bitcoin stayed true to its original design, it would have directly challenged the dollar's dominance. And this is where Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, enters the picture. Bitcoin SV isn't another version of speculative crypto gambling. It is the original Bitcoin design preserved. It's fast, it's cheap, scalable, and exactly the electronic cash system that the world desperately needs. It isn't designed for speculation, it's designed to work for everyday transactions, like the money in your wallet, only digital. The world right now is chaotic. Governments worldwide are recklessly printing money to solve short-term political problems, driving inflation through the roof. Just look around. Your groceries, fuel, rent, everything costs more. Why? Because governments keep printing more money, quietly stealing the value from your savings that you worked so hard for. Bitcoin SV stops that. It cannot be endlessly printed. The supply is fixed and predictable, making it genuinely secure money. And it's not just money. Bitcoin SV's blockchain allows anyone anywhere to transact openly without banks, governments, or political power struggles interfering. Imagine a world where ordinary people do not have to suffer because their leaders play financial games for their power, ego, or profit, as well as career. BSV makes that possible. America's leaders and elites clearly understand that their global influence hinges on the dollar's dominance. China's digital payment system, like the original Bitcoin design, threatens this dominance. So, America's leaders are fighting back hard. But fighting progress doesn't work forever. As our world moves towards more uncertainty and chaos, people deserve and will look for better money. Money saved from politicians, free from endless inflation, and immune to manipulation. Bitcoin SV isn't just digital money. It is a tool for protecting people's savings, their hard work, and their economic freedom from a system designed to quietly take it away. And that's why Bitcoin SV matters. It is the financial alternative that our increasingly unstable world urgently needs.